I hope it was obvious that in mental noting one is doing this silently and not out loud. This practice of mental noting is something often taught in connection with walking meditation. One learns to pay attention to the individual parts of the step, lifting the foot, moving the foot, placing it down. Obviously one has to do this when one is walking quite slowly, slower than a normal pace. But this practice of paying attention to the smallest of movements seems to go back to the historical Buddha 2,500 years ago in India, whose sayings are recorded in a number of texts, including one called The Foundations of Mindfulness. In Seeing the Roses, we do not consider anyone, not the Buddha or anyone else, to be authoritative, but we look at things based on science, and if things seem to be true and accurate, we go with it. I don't know of any actual studies that have looked at this practice of mental noting, but it's self-evident that when one is thinking thoughts of these sort of labels, in the case of when I was sawing a bush, sawing, twisting, things like that, it's obvious that one can't think other thoughts at the precise moment when it's thinking those thoughts. The channel that allows us to do this is what they call serial, one at a time. And so therefore, these mental noting blacks out other thoughts. It prevents you from thinking about the future or the past, at least in this inner voice. And when I am in a formal sitting meditation, my mind really will be silent in terms of the inner voice. But when you are out in the world, you really do have to be thinking some things. And so this practice of mental noting is something that can anchor you in the present, prevent you from thinking about what was going on yesterday or what you got to do tomorrow, and just really anchor you in the task at hand. And it doesn't have to be quite as simple as just a word here or there, but the idea is to stay focused on the present task and not have your mind drift. It's a way of cultivating attention. And it can be very enjoyable when we pay attention, we do a task, and we accomplish it. We get a sense of satisfaction from that. And that can be more enjoyable than ruminating about things in the past or anxieties about the future. So why not try it?